Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome back to Bus Simulator 21, episode number 17, and today we've got a very early access first look at the official Tram extension that we'll be releasing on November the 14th. So this DLC now opens access to rail networks on both maps of the game, Angel Shores and Seaside Valley. There are dedicated tram depots for the trams. There are 2 drivable tram models, including a detailed and fully cooperative cockpit. We get to create tram routes, a separate route and route of integration of the timetables. We get to look at road traffic interacts with trams. There's new story missions on both maps. There's new drive events. There's shared bus streetcar stations. There's also, just so you guys know, this is going to be a part of the season pass. So if any of you already have the season pass, that will be included. If not, if you don't have the season pass, this DLC will be priced at $19.99 in euros, $19.99 in USD. But yeah, as owners of the official Tram extension or season pass, will also get free access to the upcoming Tram Simulator Urban Transit, which will be released later as a standalone game. On the Angel Shores map, the Tram Extension DLC Relate Story campaign becomes available after completing Mission 12 of the game's main story. On Seaside Valley map, you can start using trams right at the start of the game after the DLC has been unlocked. You'll find the option to start the Tram Extension DLC missions in the mission selection at the map menu. So very similar to how the school bus missions work. As we can see, there's a school bus over there right now. So I haven't tried this yet. This is my first time even looking at this myself. So we're going to go into the tab mode. For any of you that don't know how to swap over your missions, you can go up here, you can go into your quest log, and you can see, look, you got, this is the school one, this is the tram one. So we can now turn these on, and this is where it wants us to go. It wants us to go to the tram DLC. That's what it wants us to do first. And you know what? Let's start our quest.
Hey there. I've been talking to Trish, and she told me that the city bought an old tram. Isn't that exciting?
A heritage tram, to be exact. It's almost 80 years old. It was one of the first trams used here in the city.
Trish and I talked about it. She knows so much about the city's history. And we agreed that it would be great if you could establish a tram network.
This will be the first time in decades that Angel Shores has a tram and its public transport network. I'm so excited.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Stevenson Sr. He served the city for a very long time and just recently retired. But he's all up for helping you out with driving your first tram and setting up the transport network.
Pleased to meet you. It's great to see a new generation returning to my favorite mode of transport. Let's get going, shall we? First things first, let's get ourselves a tram.
Okay, ready for the trams. So you want to start your tram adventure. If you are new to trams, their unique features, consider having a lesson about them in a tutorial mission, or are you fully... Okay, no, we need to be taught. I have no idea. I don't have my steering wheel plugged in, because I'm assuming we're not going to need a steering wheel for a tram, of course. So I've got the Xbox controller plugged in, or the keyboard. Whatever this game seems easier, we will go with. Okay, so what it wants us to do, go to the terminal of the tram hub and buy a tram. So that's very easy. The terminal is here, isn't it? This is the hub. This is the main kind of... hang on, that's not the main hub, is it? It's in third. Yeah, there's the hub. So it's in the main coach station part where we have quite a few routes going through. Quite excited for this. This definitely brings something definitely different to Bus Sim 21 that makes it stand out a little bit more now, which I really like to explore this. Okay, so the tram is okay. It's going under the main concord. So the buses that we have are inside there. It looks like a football stadium, doesn't it? Okay, but we're going in here. So it wants us to purchase this tram. Obviously, must be done via here. Okay, so we're going to go to the tram dealership. So currently there are 2 trams available. We've got a T02 and a T01. Apart from the cost... That's 25 meters length. 42 standing, 35. Okay, so T01 is bigger. I mean, we've got plenty of money. So what we'll go with... Let's do the T01 first. Okay, so we are inside the tram. Now, I'm not sure what would be easier to use. Okay, so we're going to use the Xbox controller. So don't forget about parking brake. So it gives us like this radius here. Turn on the ignition and to begin driving the bus. Well, they're calling it a bus. Okay, so what have we got here? Engine functions.
Go ahead and drive the route I've set up for you, young'un. I tell you everything else you need to know while we drive. Pushing the lever forward accelerates the tram. Moving it back to neutral keeps the tram at its current speed.
Just make sure that you don't get yourself stuck. Driving backwards is not allowed.
Okay, so we're not allowed to get ourselves stuck. It hasn't really taught me what I need to do yet. So that's going to be power on. Okay, so please close the doors. So I'm assuming I can just click on these buttons here as well. There we go. So we can close the doors. Okay, we're off. Okay, yeah. With the controller, actually, it makes quite sense. It's just kind of, you know, RT to go, LT to kind of stop.
See those arrows? They show you the direction the tram is going to take at the next junction. You can change the junction by steering in the direction you want to go.
Oh, and don't forget, trams have priority at unregulated crossings, but you still need to use your turn signals to show which direction you're taking.
But you see, now I don't know if I got priority, but we'll put my turn signal on. It's really hard to see in here, isn't it? We're cuddling that wall. So if we want to go to the left, we just steer left, basically. It's that simple. Okay, it's America. We can turn right at red lights, right? I don't know what our speed limit is at the moment. Is that a stop? No. Now just be wary, it does take a bit of time to slow itself down, and we've got to be here with the traffic as well. So for any of you guys, so I'm just having a first look at the video today. I will be live streaming this tomorrow as of Thursday. So if any of you guys want to see some more, we will be streaming it tomorrow night. Be glad to have some more of you there. Okay, I don't have to use my indicator as stop, right? Or do I? Maybe. Okay, I don't know what the shortcut key is to open my doors, so we're just going to do it this way. Okay, we could get up, we can have a look around, look at the tram. It actually looks alright, doesn't it? Very similar to the buses. It looks really good. I wonder, can we design it up a little bit? That'd be the next thing. Okay, we're out of service. Why are we out of service? So can I do the doors from here? Yeah. Alright, let's keep on going then. I don't think indicators are a thing in and out. I mean, we can't really turn in and out, can we? Let's be honest. So traffic signals and stuff, I've not seen anything yet. Okay, so we're going to the left. Now we have priority. I love that when we turn left, it'll just turn left. That's so cool. I was wondering how they were going to do this.
You've probably noticed driving a tram isn't all that complicated. You don't even have to choose the side when opening the doors. The tram will know at the stop and open them accordingly. Just remember not to pass a tram when it's taking on passengers. It will cost you a hefty fine. And don't forget to close the doors again once everyone's on board.
Alright, we're going straight up, so if we don't turn, okay, we should be okay there because it was an orange. But hang on, it said straight up, but my waypoint said not to go straight up. So the mini-map is saying different to the map on the floor. We're going to follow the map on the floor for now. Okay, so these are bus stops. We don't do anything with them. So what he said was I had full priority. Okay, I was going too fast in the turn. Got to be careful with that. We'll get used to the speeds. You only really want to cruise around in the tram anyways. It's pretty nice, pretty chilled. Not really sure where all the tram stops are though. Or are we sharing bus stops? I don't think so. Okay, we'll put the indicator on. Make sure we go in the right way. But I think with the Xbox controller is probably definitely the way around to driving with this, if any of you are wondering. It's pretty simple. And I'm glad it's not overcomplicated. And it makes a huge difference from just driving the buses. Okay, I think we're just kind of on a practice go-round anyways, to be honest with you. I think 30 is going to be our max speed. See, look, now it's telling me to go right again. But my other map's telling me to go left, so I don't know if this is just the practice. I'll follow this one more time. Yeah, it's just going to bring me back around again. Okay, so we want to follow the actual map. Okay, so actually, no, thinking about what he said the arrows will be facing one way, but if you want to go the other way, you'll need to change it yourself. Okay, so don't follow the arrows on the ground. What I've just done, I just realised. Route close by is busy. Press to take over. No, we're okay at the moment. Thank you. So we want to basically be following the white line on the actual GPS. So ignore the green lines on the floor. That's a big mistake that I just made. So now you guys don't need to. I have just helped you out massively. Hey. Okay, let's start moving. People shouldn't be that stupid to try and cross in front of a tram. But I don't mind going around anyways, because it's good kind of practice. But I think they've done a good job to integrate this. I'm very surprised. When I did hear about it, I thought, oh, how are we going to do that kind of thing? Okay, I do have priority. I am allowed to go around here, but you've got to be pretty damn slow. Alright, let's get ourselves back on track then for whatever we're supposed to be doing. There's all my buses going around. A part of me would like to start my game again on this, like at least my routes, because they've all jangled. Because when you're doing the missions, you're trying to get them set in a certain way, but yeah, they're all kind of jangled around now. It'd be great to kind of reset everything. Maybe we could do that, but we'll see. But the stream tomorrow, I plan to focus on the trams, not the buses. We might maybe do a bus run, maybe, but we're going to be tramming it all evening. So like I said, if any of you guys want to see some more of this and see what else we can get up to past this video before release, especially if you're unsure, if you don't have the season pass, or if you're thinking about getting the season pass, I highly recommend do it via season pass. It's definitely worth more money as you get the school bus DLC and stuff and all that as well. In my opinion, that is. I quite enjoy the school buses too. There's something a bit different. Okay, so as you can see here, it's actually green, but look. That's actually just where it's turning. It's up to us to change the directions. So yeah, I made a boo-boo. And all of you have probably been shouting at me for the 5 minutes there saying, well, what are you doing? Where are you going? Yeah, don't follow the green. The green is just showing you where the tram's going to be going unless you change the direction. Alright, we're back en route here anyways. It's only a tutorial run. We are going to the right. As you can see now, if I turn it right, there we go. I'm going to slow it down for the corner. I don't really know what's a sensible speed, to be honest. But I love that we're integrated with the traffic and it's all working quite well. They've done a great job. Especially there's been so many games recently where AI and stuff has just been so funky. Like, I think it is something that the bus sim franchise has done pretty well, is always been the kind of AI in the sense that, like, they move out your way, and, you know, so many other games where they'll just drive through you, they won't care. It does seem like they have a little bit more sense. It's not perfect like that, like, realistically, well, you probably would have, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm going around this bend if I like it or not. We'll slow it down. Love the wing mirrors and stuff, it's great. Obviously, once we kind of make routes and we're going to be at tying stops and stuff, which I think a lot of that's what we're going to look at tomorrow. Oh, no. Oh, God, I thought I was going to run him over. But it's all running quite nice. I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to share them on Discord. Oh, hang on. Was I... No. My bar's gone, but it's just a free roam anyways, so we can actually get out of this now if we wanted to. We go back and let's set up a route. Let's do something. I'm going to just shut it down there. I'm going to jump out. She is looking nice though. So we do actually have a tram. That was just a free roam for us to have a little mooch about in it. That's all good. So let's go back to the start the route. Tramtastic with your tram. So this is the tram route it actually wants us to do. Right. I'm going to fast travel to the stop. Let's see what the story is. No, it's not going to work from there, is it? We're going to have to go and probably get our tram. So we'd need to get it actually put up on the route. Okay, let's fast travel to the hub. We can bring it back anyways. There's no big deal there. Okay, so we can edit this as well. I want to have a look at the customization. Are they going to be very similar to the buses? Yes, they are. And I'm okay with that. We are using a custom one. These mods, I don't think they're going to work for these. Oh, they are. A little bit. There we go. That's what other ones look like anyways. The interior is fine how it is. Actually, it's kind of green. So we're going to apply them changes. Okay, so we want to drive this. Now, we're going to go around, start the route Tramtastic with your new tram. Well, where's the starting point for this? CF. Okay, so that's the route 1. So we want to get onto this route, don't we? Right, so we're on the route now. There are some other little lights and stuff that we can play with. We've got a high beam here. We got, you know, cabin lights, cashier lights. It looks like, oh, I still got to sell tickets here? Really? Okay. We've got wipers, doors, tram brakes. We've still got ramps to think about here as well. Any other buttons around here that we can play with? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. We got the bell when we're going around the LED panel. Okay, alright, so look, it wants us to get out of here, so let's do it. Let's drive the route, our first route. I'm already running late now. Okay, so I believe I have right away. Alright, so yeah, I'm assuming that that is fine. We're using the bus stops and the tram stops. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We've got a payday come in. That's fine. The buses are doing what they need to do. Okay, passenger request a ticket. Okay, so we got a child ticket, 1 trip. I think it's a bit weird that we are doing the tickets, but okay, what do I know? Child ticket, student, 1 trip. There we go, we get out of that. Let's close our doors. Right, we're already 1 minute, over a minute late. Am I going to be able to squeeze past this traffic? Looks like I can. Oh no, you can't. I just crashed into an obstacle. So yeah, you got to be careful going around these things. It's tight. Does anybody need tickets from me? So we still got to do the same things where we can go backwards and forwards for tickets. Okay, no, they don't want anything. No. I think the shortcut key is X. I've never used the controller to drive the buses, so I don't know all the buttons. So this won't be a perfect ride because I crashed and I'm running a bit late, but we're just having a play around today. That's the main thing, just having a look. Any tickets? Yep. Okay, you want a regular ticket? You want a week ticket?
Oh, thank you for waking me up.
Thank you for waking you up. I don't remember waking you up. Alright, let me put our foot down a little bit here. Nice view of the city actually from here. Okay, we can upgrade this bus stop from here. We don't really need to at the moment. Nobody's coming down for a ticket. By the way, it says please close the doors before departing, even though I've done that. Oh, thought I was going to crash into someone then. I love this. This is really going to make me come back to Bus Sim 21. Definitely going to do some more live streaming of this. Nice to be able to break it up instead of always driving buses. No! That naughty car. I have priority. Now we're not going to get a very good score on this first run round. We're going to have to probably do it again. Okay, so that was the last stop. Good timing, apparently. Okay, so yeah, 68%.
Young'un. I bet you'll be an amazing tram driver. What a beautiful day, and an even more beautiful city. A great time to get you a bit more acquainted with trams, and to show you how much nicer they are than buses. That button turns on the windscreen wipers. But I'm sure buses have those too, right? Yes, handling a tram doesn't seem like it's changed a lot. There are still all the same dials and buttons I remember when I drove trams and used to manually switch junctions and spray sand on the tracks like it was no big deal. But trams nowadays are much safer than they were back in that day.
Okay, so the next job would be same but different. Drive your second route and get 0 to... so it wants me to drive the route to just get familiar with it, and then create a route with a minimum of 4 stops, and then drive the previous created route. So there's a few things that we can do here then. I'm going to create the route. And you're probably going to want it to... how are we going to get it to start? I mean, it seems that goes around there. We can obviously go out any way around we want, right? So if we started at the transit terminal, why don't we go this side of town? It needs a minimum of 4 stops. I mean, I suppose that will do the job, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've made the route, and now we need to drive tram route 2. So let's do that. So where are we now? Are we back here? No, we're not. We're miles away, aren't we? Let's jump out of tram. And I'm going to buy a second tram anyways. We have the money. So let's let that go and do its thing. Let's go back to the actual hub. And let's buy tram 2. Okay, before we get 2 into this, let's just jump out of here a second. Because I do want to make my trams look the same. So let's go via the screen, Tram Depot. I have to maybe use the mouse there. Change vehicle. So that's number 1. Okay, so this is number 2. I'm going to change into you. We're going to customize my look. We're going to put my usual decal on that I'm using currently. I actually think there is advertisement on some of these right now as well. Primary color wrap decals. Add new decal. No, it wasn't you. Ah, there you go. The advertisement. So look, you can put some advertisement stuff on your trams. This will give you a bit of extra money per day. There's a mod there. So these are the ones that we've unlocked. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. Why don't we do something a bit different like that? We'll apply the changes, accept. Okay, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So if we go to maps and routes, and I want to drive route 2. I'm going to drive now, and I want to use tram 2, wasn't it? Okay, so we just spawned into the tram itself, where we are heading into the tram station, bus station area. It's a little bit convoluted down there. Am I going to be going up or down? I think I'm going down here. It's hard to tell. Okay, so we can let people off here. So we're going to be doing our first little route that we just created. I think. It does get a bit messy there at that station, I must admit. But I think we'll be okay. Let's close up the doors. We already have passengers listening to loud music. I've only got 1 passenger. Come on. Be kind. We'll take over then. Okay, so we're going around this tight bend. It's going to be very easy to get a little bit confused around there. It's not ideal. Okay, then we want to be going left. The honk is. Come on, before the red light comes back. Okay, so this is just a very short route. It's our very first route. We're going to probably do it loads tomorrow, as well as other routes and stuff, of course. We'll just do the once over, and then we're going to call it for today's first look video. Alright, we better see if anyone will need tickets. Okay, we need a regular ticket, 1 trip. We got a child student week ticket. There you go.
Thank you.
I think that's everybody. Let's close them doors. Alright, let's keep on going.
Next stop, Highlander Park Hotel.
Yeah, I don't think we needed to indicate there. That's quite a tight bend, so we'll slow her down.
Highlander Park Hotel.
Okay, so these all ready for upgrades. And we've just gone for another payday. Plenty of money in the bank. Buy plenty of trams if need be. Nobody needs any tickets.
Ooh, I barely passed my last exam.
Yeah, unfortunately, passengers fall asleep. Some of these things are the only things I don't like doing. Well, I might as well see your ticket now, no? Right, we'll let these people off. Let's get in. We've only got 2 stops to go.
Oh my gosh, what is that sound? Does anyone else hear that?
Next stop, South Amador Street East. South Amador Street East.
I submitted my homework on time.
Okay, plenty of people getting on regular ticket, 1 trip ticket for 2. We got a child ticket, 1 trip.
I don't mean to bother you, but I need some information.
Pablo Andrade. The answer would be no, love.
Excuse me, I have a question regarding this route.
Oh, I was incorrect apparently. Oops. I didn't see Andrade. Whoa.
Next stop, South Amador Street. South Amador Street.
Okay, see if people need tickets. Quite a lot of people getting on that. Probably should check their tickets, really. Regular ticket, 1 trip. Okay, that's them done. Close the doors. Now, when we get into these stations, we've got to keep an eye on our speed because... Okay, we're going straight on. Just making sure everything says that we're going straight on.
actually somehow luxurious.
Now you can't reverse in these trams, so if you go wrong, you just have to go all the way around whatever route you can to get back on yourself. Okay, so there we go. That was us doing our route once ourselves. I'm quite happy with that little route. It's pretty...
Great job,
There we go.
young'un. Keep it up, and you'll be surpassing my skills in no time.
I'm so glad that the city is getting tram lines again. Did you know that the last tram to run here was decommissioned almost 60 years ago?
Miss Harper is quite right. I remember my colleagues and I, and people of all walks of life, used to take the harbor line to work. I even used to drive it myself sometime.
We should try setting up a route like that again, and connect Pecunia and Indigo Hill with the harbor. I bet people would love to be able to take an easy transit to work there.
So, Indigo Hill, Pecunia... Okay. That's pretty cool. So, we're going to get to do more of that, and we're going to be doing that tomorrow night in tomorrow's live stream. So, if you want to see some more of this before release and ask questions, and we can do whatever you want to do, so we can test it all out, please let me know. Come join us in Discord. And other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.